It's stuck to his ass. Oh, shit. All right, well. Okay, this is Old Man Batman. It's a 3D print. I'm not probably going to do a whole lot. I know I've been saying this, but this is probably possibly the last one I'm going to do that's going to probably be like a long video, but we have to combine his body. So this thing's crazy funny. So let's get him down, camera flipped up, glue him up, and Milliput him up. And I'll tell you what I mean and why I'm kind of making this video. It may help somebody out. What I did was I made a crucial mistake. When I took this 3D print and put it into the software to slice it, size it up, and put holes in it, and basically size it up and slice it and save it so you can put it in your printer, your resin printer, whatever printer, and then it prints. Well, what I did was I put these two on my build plate because that's all the room I had left. I wanted it bigger. This is about close to 11 inches. I wanted it even bigger. I wanted his head to be like even bigger, but I wasn't paying attention when I downloaded the file that the arms and the torso are together, which I noticed it, but I wasn't paying attention to it. To make it bigger, if the arms were disconnected, in which I could get another software to do that, but I didn't think about it and just wasn't thinking at the time to do that. And then I made this fit on the build plate as best as I could, with the cane being the same dimensions to fit the actual scale. Well, I forgot to put in, or not forget, or yeah, I forgot and didn't know better, which was a common sense thing where I made a crucial beginner's error. I should have put the legs in with the torso, but just took it off the build plate for the next build and save it as that project. So I had to go back in and the thing is, his legs supposed to be skinny and funny. It's Gotham Imposters, if you're familiar with that video game or anything. It's supposed to be funny looking. See, he's got real tiny legs, a big old belly, funny looking cape. That's what and I'll put up the original picture from the 3D print file that from what I downloaded. So it's supposed to be off. He's supposed to be off, like little legs, big body, belly, funny looking, like I said. But when I went in, you can see it took me forever to be able to size it up to this. At the same time, I'm new at it. Number two, it could be the same exact size because the dimensions would have been different, but the same around the waist. So a lot of beginner errors. I did a lot of, I'm sure there's another way to fit this correctly that I don't know, and I Googled to try to see, but it's okay. I got it close enough. I would be able to paint these two separate if I put these both in a build plate same time and sized them as one piece and then put one to the side on the same save, but off the plate, but on the side. And then I could probably just put these together and paint them different. But now I have the challenges of painting something this detailed, which is going to be a challenge because I want to make it as real as possible, but we'll see how that goes. And I have to Milliput. You can see right down here where it's off, like back here behind his. I'm going to make it look like a fold, make him, you know, make it look like skin back there, and he's just heavy. He's got it like the folds here. See the folds here? So we'll figure it out. But right now we're just going to glue it together, multi-put this thing up, let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow hopefully primer it, I hope. Here's his cane. I was going back and forth with it. I think I could paint this up as the Joker. I could, but the more I thought about it, if this was an old man Batman and he was rich and he was a billionaire, this would be bronze. I'm back and forth. I know that seems lazy. Just paint it, prime it black, get some rub and buff bronze or whatever. So it really shines, and it really pops from what's going to happen here. But I'm thinking going to with a black bat emblem. Traditional blue, but a dark blue, like a real pastel, like a really weird blue. I don't know yet. Maybe these here, these plates, either metallic blue or gunmetal. I don't know, but that's way too far in the game. I sanded it yesterday. I think I got it sanded where I need it to be, but it needs to be cleaned up a little bit more. I'm not going to worry about that because we're going to do some multi-put after we glue this. And then we'll see what happens, but we're going to glue the body, at least that's the best I can get it right there. And I had to manipulate and cut some of this off and shave down back here for it to fit in this hole, but I got it as close as possible. I mean, if you were standing up, you probably wouldn't see it as much from this side, but you would back here, right? That bothers me right there. But you wouldn't see it anyway on the shelf, but I know it's there, so that stuff kind of bothered me, so I got to fix it. So we're going to make it look like this, where he's got his love handles coming over the belt, kind of hanging back. But we'll do something. I don't know yet. I'm just going to go with it. For right now, we're going to get some good old-fashioned super glue. And got some Insta-Set, which is good. So I don't know. We're just gonna go with it here. This was definitely a noob mistake here. A beginner's unfortunate beginner's trial and error, which kind of sucked, but it happens, I guess. You know. Put them on here. I think that's about. I mean, it fits pretty good. Oh, it's going down his leg. That's good. That's not good. Going down his leg, onto my hand. Boy, this stuff is runny. So there. Hopefully this Insta-Set will set it up enough for me to manipulate it. Like I said, it's got to be cleaned anyway. My finger's stuck to his ass now. Literally. Wow. It's stuck to his ass. Oh shit. Alright, well, I'll probably do. Oh shit, I'm in trouble here. I gotta cut my goddamn skin. No, I don't. There we go. Oh wow, wow. Okay, it wasn't bad. Whew. Left a mark. Dang, that stuff ain't no joke. Definitely insta-glued it. I think that's close enough. I think it's close enough. I should be good. At least I hope so. I think it'd be alright. Yeah. We're gonna have to manipulate some clay here, you know. I don't know if I like that setting or not. I mean, I guess it'd be alright. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go with it, I guess. It's about straight. I mean, I guess it could be over a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, it's about good as it's going to get. So I'm going to throw some of that in there. Put some of that in there. I got to sand. Get that off. Man, that was crazy. Anyway, it's pretty dumb to me to set my finger there. Let's wipe them down. Like I said, either way, if I even took it apart and got some, you know, whatever, I would still have to manipulate the sculpt when it comes to the crack around his waist, around his waistline, so it wouldn't have mattered. So we're going to get right into the Milliput. I'll probably have to do some today and possibly some tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. Looks like it's alright, I guess. We're going to make it look like that crack's not there. We're going to try to, at least. So we're going to, I don't know. stuff's a little old, but not horribly old. It's a little old. Like I said, it's not real bad. I just used some the other day. So we're going to see what happens here. There we go. I may have to get some more though, you know. I'm going to have to get some more. I think I'm going to use this about that. I'm going to use more of the darker stuff because that's the hardener, because I'm kind of worried about it not hardening, because that should be plenty. That should be, well, that's probably too much. I'm going to cut that in half, because usually I overdo it with So I'm going to go there. Go there. We're going to use, because I don't want to waste it, man, because I always overdo with the Milliput. Man, my finger, damn. So we're going to see what's happening here. We're going to make it look like it's a yeah. I mean, it's all right. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to have to paint this all one piece. It would be nice to do two pieces, but since my huge error that I made, I have no choice now but to paint it all one piece. I did not like the base it came with. I'm going to make my own base and have an idea. So in this video, I may like speed it up or cut it up if I'm not doing anything like I am right now, because I'm just mixing up this Milliput. Got my water here, ready to go. Dang, that took some. Man, it took a little bit. It took a layer of skin off. That was, and it's still back there. So I'm gonna have to sand that down. I guess I could have been a little bit more. I don't know. If I took it apart and then re-put it back on, I'm sure it'd still be wrong. But at least for me, I don't know. We'll see. Well, let's. Here we go. I'm trying not going to make too much of a mess of the model for. I don't have to clean up so much. Hopefully not. So we're going to roll this thing out. I want to get as clean as possible, I guess. I mean, as best as possible I can. I just wish I wouldn't have made that crucial mistake. I don't know. That was definitely a mistake, that's for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be horrible because this belt isn't gonna help. That doesn't help any, having cracks in it. A little bit more work that I wanted to do with it, but that's all right. I guess that's, you know, do the work either up front or do it on the back end. So there we are. Going to do it on the back end, I guess. So I'm not much of a sculptor, so I don't know how well this is going to go over. Hopefully it's not too bad when I paint it. It's not real bad, like so noticeable, if you know what I mean. I'm thinking if I do a little bit of a bulge there, just leave it as a bulge, but I may have to come back in with some water, smooth it out a little bit. I can always sand and add more tomorrow, you know what I mean? So definitely no point in rushing it now. I'm not rushing. I mean, I don't need to rush anyway, but you know, no point in rushing now. You know, I like to paint at the same time. I don't know. It's like, man, very intimidating. The whole detail of this face, you know, very intimidating. At least to me. It's not just painting a figure. Over here. Obviously, the next thing I'm gonna do. I think it wasn't. My issue was there. I'm gonna stop it here, and then we'll see what it looks like here in at least to when I get it to where I think it's okay looking. So we'll be right back. For now, like I said, I may have to do more than one pass here. I don't think I'm going to be, definitely probably not going to be priming tomorrow. So we're going to find out how this see what direction I should go in, and probably have to build it up a little bit, you know. So All right, so we'll be back. Okay, here's the final product with the Milliput. I'm not much of a sculptor, but I'm trying to make it look like he's overweight, obviously, because he does have some extra skin hanging back there. It's kind of dirty. I've been sanding this thing for a while and using some Scotch pad to try to clean it up, but some of that residue just doesn't come out of the cracks. I try to get most of it out, but I'm hoping this will be okay. But I'm going to test it first to see how it'll turn out, but it seems okay. It looks like he's got kind of a fat coming out of the belt, but we'll see. So I'm going to primer the center darker first before I use this crayon decor. I like this primer for bigger projects. So that's where we're at right now. Alright, so I got the middle darkened out a little bit. Primed it up just so when I hit it with the main primer, I don't have to glob it on there to cover this all up. So I went in, it's kind of wet right now, I went in the cracks of the belt because I want it to be black anyway, because I'm planning on using probably a metallic on the belt or something, or doesn't look the best right now, but we'll see. So I'm just kind of looks like in uniform, meaning hopefully it looks like all one piece. I don't know, but we're getting ready to hit it with some gray primer now. We got the crayon decor on there, selects. I enjoy this with the bigger pieces. A little darker than I want it to be, but here it is. Probably can't turn it as too much, but see the back there. Let me turn it. It looks all right, I guess. I mean, I'm not real happy about my sculpt there, but I don't know. I don't know. The front looks okay. The front's passable, but this, got a little bit of over there. I'm trying to make it like he's coming out of his belt. If you're that top heavy, you would have a little bit of a, skin coming out. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. Now with black primer, I decided to go with this blue. When I saw this blue in the store, Craft Smart, I don't really recommend putting this through the airbrush unless you really take your time to thin it out. Even myself, I'm kind of struggling with, but I can get it through there pretty well. I mean, it comes through well, it's just like I gotta make it too wet. But Craft Smart, this steel blue is what I'm going to go with, and this is over black primer. Yeah, this is black primer. This here is the crayon. Probably is not as the best on camera. This is just light gray primer. And these I don't know if it's showing up well on the screen, but it looks like exactly, because the blue behind it's probably throwing it off. This is just white primer, but that's what I'm going to go with, man. I think I'm going to go with this blue. I'm not sure if it's going to be for the cowl and cape or his actual suit and go darker blue with the cowl and cape, or go with the cowl and cape, use this color and go light gray with the suit. Because if it's old school Batman, then he would be an old school kind of outfit, suit, Batman suit. But there it is. I don't know. There's still a whole bunch of different things I got going on here that I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. But there it is. Tell me what you think, what colors he should be. Black on, I don't want to go black on black. I think with this color here, with the gray, the light gray. Yeah, this is the light gray primer with this color. It looks the best to me. It looks like it's odd color on the screen, on the camera for some reason, but it's a little more matte and dull than, because all the lights I think shining. Plus this blue's setting it off wrong in the back. Maybe that's what it is. Let's get rid of that. So these don't look exactly what they're supposed to look like on the, unless it's just me looking at it weird. But I think this, obviously the black is just it's not going to show well in black. And the crayon, I don't like it so much. I just like to hit it with crayon as a base coat primer, and I think I'm going to go with the light gray. So it's not showing properly, but yeah, it's a little darker than what you're seeing. But let's see if I can get it out of the tube on my fingers, maybe. But right here you go. It looks turquoise. It looks brighter. I don't know why, but it's darker. Well, so that's it. I appreciate your watching. Give me any input, anything you recommend. The door's open for any kind of suggestions. It's all open. It's all there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare. Say what one more goddamn time.